What up? What up? What up? What up? You know what it is, and you know who it is. It's your boy Meek here on Up and Coming Show, Breaking Bread. This is the second installment of This Is My Life, featuring Stacy, BKA Stotz. So, before I go any further, I'm going to be putting her information in the comments, her link tree and everything, so you can follow her. And also, this is a reminder, this is a FYI. If you want to see part 3 of This Is My Life, it will be on my Breaking Bread podcast page. I repeat, it will be on my Breaking Bread podcast page. All that information will be in the comments. And also, I got nominated for Podcast of the Year. So I'm super excited about that. From author Nikki Nicole and the Breaking the Silence family, they decided to nominate me. And I don't know who, but I guess you guys been voting for me and it's been going well. So I am in the top 3. I believe it was 10 other podcasters and I made the top 3. So I'm also going to put that information in the comments as well. So please, please vote for your boy because I'm trying to get an award. Please.
Woo!
But
I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
appreciate you.
Of course.
So, you ready to get into it?
You want to go right head first into it? Oh Lord, I'm not ready, but yeah. I mean, we have to, right? This is part 2 of many parts.
All right, let's get it. Okay, we're going to be doing 4 questions, which is the format. I should have said that in the first one, but obviously you guys figure it out. But for those that are just tuning in now, or maybe the first time, I just wanted to put that out there. So, question number 1. What are some of your worst childhood memories?
Already with like the worst question. Oh, let me do this. I'm sorry.
Now you good.
So you don't get my notifications because they'll go off nonstop. Let me do something really quick, and then I will answer that.
No problem. Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. Are you there?
Of course.
Okay. Worst childhood memory. Oh, fuck me. So, in the last podcast, if you saw it, or if you're just tuning in, I had mentioned that I wanted to know why I wasn't protected. And what I mean by that is growing up, my fuck.
Take your time, baby. Take your time. Remember, it's a marathon, not a race.
My purity and my innocence was taken from me. I didn't give it out. It was taken. And there are only 4 people that were there that know about it. And when I finally said something, look.
Take your time, baby. Take your time.
When I finally said something and I got pushed aside, knowing as a parent, as a guardian, as whatever you want to call yourself, you were supposed to fucking protect me, guide me, and you didn't. You did nothing but push me aside and said, fuck it, let it happen. Or, I don't want to believe it. And then moved him into the house where it continued.
Wow.
Parents out there, if your child comes to you and says they are sexually abused, they are raped, they are molested, whatever they say to you, believe them. Do not believe anybody else. Because for years, I didn't get believed. I got it pushed under the rug. My innocence, my purity, everything was taken. Everything. And it infuriates me because it wasn't until about maybe 15 years ago that I was finally believed.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And you know what? That son of a bitch is still laying around thinking he's God's fucking gift. And then after he was moved into my house, it continued.
Wow.
So that's one of my worst childhood memories. And I will never, ever, ever forget or forgive.
I mean, for you to be open to share something like that is, it speaks volumes on the type of person that you are, because that's something that mentally and emotionally and probably physically scarred you. So I just want to say thank you for sharing that, because you're showing your level of transparency by being able to speak about something that's so discerning and hurting to your heart. So
Because
that's
you know why? Meek, there's people out there. There are children out there right now that shit is happening to them. And they can't speak. They don't have a voice. So I'm not doing this for attention or for clout or anything. I'm doing this to tell my story because I wasn't believed. And these children, these parents need to pay attention, or whatever they are, need to pay attention to what these kids are telling you, because it's not false. And you know the fucked up part about it is my dad had no clue. He had no clue because he wasn't available. And that's okay, because this is when my parents were split up. And I have to thank my sister for having my back, because she was there.
mm,
Please listen to your kids. Listen to your kids when they tell you this is happening. Don't ignore it. Don't think it's some sort of trend or some sort of fucking bullshit, because it's not. I promise you.
that's some damn. That's some deep shit, man. That's some deep shit. So, due to you saying that, I have another run along question. It's not regarding the questions I already have written down, but you just sparked my brain, and I said I want to ask this question, so I'm gonna ask it. Um, when First of all, do you mind me asking the question? I just want to ask that first before I go any further.
No.
Okay, so how did you feel when you were telling people what was going on, but nobody believed you?
I felt like the lowest thing ever. I mean, I was a kid. I was a child. 11 years old, 10 years old, 9, 8, 7, 6. We can continue, but I won't go on as far as when it started. But you want to play doctor? Yeah. So when I finally said something, I got the, oh, you're being dramatic, Stacy. Stop. That doesn't happen. That didn't happen. That's what I always got. You're being dramatic. Stop. And I remember a couple days later, he was moved into our home, where
Wow.
he slept in the same room as me on the bottom bunk.
Wow.
And I was just told to be quiet. Stop talking. Doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna listen to you. Nobody's gonna believe you. Well, guess what, people? It fucking happened, okay? It happened. And my sister was there, and she was the one that vouched for it. When finally I got believed. That wasn't until years later and the damage was done. Then we believe her. Then we believe Stacy, right? So I felt like a piece of shit. I felt like a liar. I felt like what I said didn't matter. It wasn't valued.
Take your time, man. If you need a moment, just let me know.
How good, Meek.
Don't mess up your makeup now. Come on.
Don't make me laugh. I hate you when you make me laugh and I cry.
You know my motto, man. We ain't no punk bitches. You feel me?
No. I'm not no punk bitch. No,
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't no punk bitch.
no,
Damn. I have another question right now, but I was cutting you off, so finish first, then I'll ask the question.
no, it's just important. That's all. It's important that we listen to our kids. We listen to the younger generation because it happens everywhere. Right here in my own town that I live in, a police officer was doing it to a child. You can't trust nobody.
Yeah, a fucking police officer, a person of authority, law enforcement. That is crazy.
Yeah, who I spoke to many times on the phone because he was an officer at my daughter's school. He used to look through her phone. Yeah.
Wow, are you serious?
Fucking disgusting. And it's just not men that do it to women. It's women that do it to men.
I'm not sure how to
Or
help you
little
with that.
boys. It happens everywhere. I'm sorry, go ahead, your question.
No, that's all right. This is your story. Like I said, whatever you want to say, you can say. Whatever you don't want to say, you don't have to say. You know, so that's why I'm doing the POV, because I want this to be about you. Even though this is my platform, but this is your story. So whatever you want to say, say. If you want to cry, yell, scream, curse, you have the authority to do so. Because
You know,
your story right now is gonna help somebody, and you have no idea. Trust me.
I hope he's watching. I hope. Because you ruined me. You fucking ruined me. But I went through therapy for it, so I'm okay. But I'm just letting you know you ruined me. And then I hope and pray that one day, you know what, God don't like ugly. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so the next question, which is a run along question, not an original question I wrote down. When people started believing you, how did it make you feel?
I was already broken by then. I was already older. I had kids. So it was like, thanks. Now you believe me. You could have stopped it, but you didn't. But thank you. I it bothers me still. It bothers me still till this day because you know, my brother was away at the Navy. And you know, as having an older brother, he's supposed to protect you. I always thought that, you know. And he couldn't even do it cuz he didn't even know. I don't even think he knows now. Maybe now he does.
Wow. For a person, it doesn't matter gender, to do that to another person, to me, is like the shit that you accidentally step on in the street. Like they are the lowest of the fucking low. You understand what I'm saying? Because there are so many people out here that would willingly give you what you want and can also be at the proper age at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So to do some shit like that is crazy. And if you are watching, whoever you are, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. And like Stotz said, God don't like ugly. You're gonna get yours.
And
I
your
pray for you,
children.
and yes, I pray for you, and I pray you fixed yourself. You know, everybody deserves a chance, but you need to pay for what you did, man. No, I'm not the one to pass judgment, but something like that is just crazy. Like I can't imagine myself personally going through something like that. You know, like yeah, I can't imagine myself going through no shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is today he showed up as a friend suggestion on Facebook. And I had a flashback and I was so disgusted to think to myself, like, how could you still walk around this earth knowing it has to eat you away in your head? It has to. And maybe it didn't bother you. Maybe you thought of it as nothing. Like, oh, let's play doctor. Oh, let me do this to her. And then it just got deeper and deeper and deeper until there was nothing left of me. I was just a shell. I hope you rot in hell. Forgive me, God, for saying that, but there's a special place for people like that.
Mm. Okay, so the next question is probably gonna mentally lighten the load and change the mood momentarily. So, question number 2: name one good childhood memory you will never forget.
Mm.
What you sipping on? What you got in there?
It's ginger ale. It's fine. Oh, I'll never forget this. I probably look bipolar right now, going from crying to smiling. Not though, but um. So when my parents were together, we had a piano in our dining room, and some nights my dad would come home and play the piano after work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I remember he used to play Journey. That was a band. He used to sing it to my mom. And I would wake up and sit next to him while he played the piano and just watch him play. He's an amazing musician. I miss those memories, those fond memories of happiness and joy. And it was just sitting there watching him. And he would just, like nothing. It was beautiful. I didn't say anything. I would just sit next to him and watch. That I have to say is by far one of my favorite childhood memories. Yeah.
Well, shout out to your father because I always wanted to know how to play an instrument. So, especially the piano. So it's kind of funny you said the piano. So,
I could teach you.
oh, you know how to play the piano?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure your father showed you something. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how, in those moments, how did you feel?
Oh, it was so great. It was just like a moment where it was just me and him, you know? And I'll forever cherish that memory or those memories. And that's why I still listen to Journey till this day. Because those moments just of him sitting in the dining room and just that was his way to decompress. You know, he'd work late, come home, have a beer, and sit there and just and I would just listen. He didn't care if he woke up the house. It was just such a warm, fuzzy, great feeling. Yeah. And oh, the other memory I have, I'm gonna just say this is he used to build ponds in my backyard. And even though we had an in-ground pool, every time he would build a pond, I think we had like 6 or 7 because we had like an aquatic nursery that we got rid of. Like we sold aquatic plants and we had koi fish and all that stuff. And every time he would build a pond, I would swim in it before he put anything in it. Once he put like the layer in it and then the water, and I would just swim in it. And he'd be like, Stacy, get out of there. And I'd start laughing. I'm like, no, I want to swim. Even though there's a huge in-ground pool next to me with a diving board and everything, I wanted to swim in a fucking pond. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have been swimming nowhere because I can't fucking swim.
Damn, Meek.
Yeah, I know, right? I would have been on the 3 feet side, chilling with the little kids, diving board my ass, man. Shit. But okay. So, question number 3: what is the biggest fear you have right now?
I have many. But my biggest fear right now, currently in my life, is leaving my children. And I'm scared. Not of dying, but just what could happen to them.
So
My
for
book's
the,
not
oh, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not done yet. My story's not done yet. My life isn't done yet. My purpose hasn't been served. I know my purpose. It's just not done yet.
Okay, so for those that might have the question on why you're saying that, why are you saying that?
Well, those that know me, I have battled cancer. I have MS. I'm epileptic, and I've also had 3 strokes. So, that being said, we don't know what tomorrow brings. And I
This,
have 3 children that I'm a single mom to that depend on me.
well, it seems like you're a great person, so I'm probably gonna have some papers mailed to your house so you can adopt me because I'm going through it right now. So you might want to change that number from 3 to 4. Just saying.
I did have 4 kids, but unfortunately, God took my baby too soon. But I'll adopt you.
You don't mind? I'm about not about to say 600 pounds. I'm about 260 pounds, 6'2". I'm very clean, and I state to myself, you will not even know I'm in the house.
I mean, all my kids are like not even maybe 5 foot. So, you one big ass fucking kid.
You know. So and I'll sit in your lap, and you'll rub my head and say, "It's going to be okay, baby."
No. That's a little too far. Sorry.
But once again, though, man, for those that are watching, please listen to this girl's story because her story it runs deep, man. It runs real deep, and
Ugh.
she's here. So you just have to understand that resiliency is key, man. You are the epitome of that, Stacy. Resiliency is key because a lot of people with your condition and what you went through probably would have checked out a long time ago. So you need to really look in the mirror and praise yourself and honor yourself and say thank you to yourself because you're still here.
No. I'm grateful. I'm extremely grateful that I'm still here. Um, but along my way, I've seen a lot of people lose their battle. And sometimes I question why. Why me? This person was younger.
If you think
So
about it, you answered your question earlier when you said what?
my purpose isn't done yet.
There you go. So that answers your question right there. Your purpose isn't done yet.
Yeah. We
You
all
have
have a purpose.
exactly. You have a lot of people in this world that need you to heal them. And this is the first step by you speaking your truth and talking about your story. It's far from done, man. This is just the beginning.
I know. When my book comes out, it's going to be even harder.
Exactly.
It's really deep.
All right. Question number 4. How did you heal from your most painful relationship?
Um, I mean, relationship wise, are you talking like with a significant other? Are you talking with a family member?
Wherever you want to go with it, it's up to you.
I haven't healed. I'm still on my journey of healing. I have been through so much in the last couple years. If we talk about family, there's many relationships that are not there, and that's hard. That's really hard. Um and other relationships, meaning like significant others, I have to say I'm okay. I'm okay with that. You know, my ex is a friend of mine, so we get along. It's not a hateful relationship. It's nothing like that. He's an amazing person. Um, but the light keeps going up. um, other relationships, I don't know how I think I just kept just pushing and just kept pushing and pushing. And I mean, how does one heal from a broken heart? Like it's just basically your heart just gets a piece and it's left, and another piece that's left, and another piece that's left. And it's like, okay, somebody's supposed to come and pick up those pieces and mend you back together. That's not how life works. That's not how love works. Was I ever truly in love? I don't know. So I don't know if I have an answer for that. How I truly mended or healed myself.
It's crazy you say that because sometimes I say the same thing to myself. Like, have I ever really been in love? Have I ever really experienced love? You know? And even still to this day, in my 38 years of living, I still don't have an answer for that. Like, maybe I did and didn't realize it, but I ask myself that question all the time.
It's like, okay, do I if you look back, do you get this like feeling that you remember this person is in, and I'm sorry, I'm doing sign language while I'm doing it, just a natural thing for me. Um this inspirational feeling from somebody, this butterflies when you talk to them, and like the storybook shit. Like is that real?
Yeah.
Or is that all just fake? And I don't know if you ever heard of like the string theory.
No, I never heard of it. What is that?
Okay, so they say that ancient legends say that before we were born, we have a invisible string that ties us with people. That's soul ties, soulmates, twin flames, anything you could think of. And when you meet somebody, you're automatically drawn to that person. And sometimes you question, like, why am I drawn to that person? Don't question it. It's because that string has already mended you guys. It may be twisted, it's tied at times, it's stretched, but it's never broken. So, a little deep.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's real deep. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You really are bringing the heat, man. Like I really, wow. I know the people that are watching and that are going to be watching in the future. Yeah, you gonna mess their head up with this one, man.
That first question was hard. I don't like you for that.
It's all right. You still my homie. But a real quick disclaimer, not a disclaimer, but just a quick FYI. For those that are watching now and you didn't see part one, it is out on my YouTube page and it's out on my Meekville I Lose page. Stacey, I believe you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna share it so people can watch it so they can catch up. And yeah, so wow, you really got me messed up. Damn.
Why do I always do that to you?
I know. But one thing I will say is I want to thank you for your transparency, regarding the situation and what you were speaking about, because a lot of people feel ashamed of what they go through and don't want to speak about it because they're embarrassed because they're afraid of being judged. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be willing to be open, it's beautiful, man. You know, and just letting you know there are some comments. So when we log off here, make sure you go through the comments and talk to your people because they are talking to you.
Hi, guys. I can't see the comments, so
Yeah.
appreciate you.
So this is the ending of the show. So random question
Hate your
time.
random question times.
Pick a number 1 through 25.
2.
2. Time travel or be reborn?
Be reborn.
Meaning, like, would you travel to a certain time in your life, or would you want to be reborn and start your life over?
No, I'd rather travel. I don't want to be reborn and start my life over because my life is what made me today. Even though there's been so much heartache and pain and loss and fight, it has made me the person I am. So why go back and change that? I don't want to change who I am. So definitely time travel. Just to
Time
go
travel.
back for a little bit.
Okay, what year in particular, or what time in particular, you would go back to, if you don't mind getting into that?
I would go back to 2006. So I could just spend one more minute with my baby girl who passed away. She passed away in 2009, but she was born in 2005. But I would go back and spend some moments with her because time is precious. We don't
Mhm.
realize it.
Okay, so for the people that are watching, do you have any words of inspiration you would like to share with them?
Yeah. No matter the storm that's happening, there's always rainbows and sunshine afterwards. So fight through that storm because you're going to have rainbows and sunshine no matter what. So weather the storm. Never give up.
Beautiful. I love that. Okay, so as far as my words of inspiration, for those that know me, I like to go off the top of the dome. I don't have anything written down, so give me a minute. Don't feel like you have time to waste, because there are so many people that say, "Oh, I'll get it done tomorrow," or "I'll do it next week," or "I'll do it next month." And the reason why I say that is because life is really short. It's not like back in the days where people would die of old age. Okay, you have people that don't even see 18, that don't even see 21 or 30 or 40. And what really made me realize that was with my cousin Josh, man, because this guy was like literally with me 24/7 all the time. And to see him pass away really made me open my eyes and be like, oh shit, we really don't have no time to fucking waste. And we sit here and act like we do. So my words of inspiration would be stop wasting time, man. Whatever you want to get it done. Because you might not have tomorrow to do it.
We're never promised tomorrow.
Facts. But before we get off here, as I said earlier in the podcast, if you want to see parts 3 and 4, you have to go to my Breaking Bread Facebook page. That is the only way you're going to see it. Do not go to my Meek Villa Lose page at 8:30 next Sunday, because it's not going to be there. I put Stacy's link tree in there, so if anybody that's watching, they want to follow her or speak to her personally, do your thing. Also, I put my Breaking Bread Facebook page in the comments as well, so you can go subscribe to me. And also, like I said, please, please, please vote for your boy, because I got nominated for Podcast of the Year and I am in the top 3. I left all that information, the voting information, in the comments as well. So, you know the motto and you know the saying: spread love, not hate, chase our dreams. We out of here.